Namaste. This is Priestess Kefa, Abe Manuk Ma'at. Welcome. It's been a long time since the last time I've done a video and put anything out, and this is going to be a pretty short video. I just wanted to be able to speak and so that people can see my face, people can hear my voice, and know what's going on right now, and why I haven't really created any more videos before this, and why I haven't had my Raising the Feminine Principle on WNWP TV network. There's a lot of changes and a lot of things that's been going on in my life, and at one point I would say that, oh my gosh, there's some very negative things that are happening, but they're really not, because to be honest, I'm starting to learn that there really is no such thing as a negative situation or a positive situation. It's just a situation. It's just a series of events that occur, and what makes them positive or negative is how we see it. As of this moment, I'm here in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm here at Hadassah Akindo's house. I was here before. She's the beautiful sister who I did several videos with before on Raising the Feminine Principle. I'm hoping that we would definitely do another video before, I leave. But I was in Baltimore, Maryland, in Dundalk, where I used to live, and I was there for about 7 months, and was living with a girlfriend of mine that I talked about in a video before that. I'm no longer there due to events that I think that was created, from thoughts a long time ago, and it just really gave birth on basically on Monday morning, early Monday morning. And that's something that I just spoke about in one of the videos on symbolic seeds. And I spoke about the fact that, we plant seeds in our own mind, in our mind of our children, in the mind of other people, and don't realize a lot of times that we're doing it. So I planted a seed a long time ago with a thought that I felt that I needed to do for myself, and it manifested itself. And the interesting thing is that it did it in 7 months, and 7 months and 9 months are two numbers that represent completion. Funny, when my mother was pregnant with me, she gave birth to me at 7 months. All my children I gave birth at 9 months. So we have all gone through our completion. So we went from the moment of thought, carried it through, nurtured it, not realizing was nurturing it, and then gave birth to it. So I can't be mad at the reasons of why I had to leave. There's circumstances and situations that go on both sides. So it was just time. It birthed, and now I'm here. It makes me closer to my goal of being in New York. And I could pay $6 or $7.25 and drive, go head up and catch a bus or a train just to get back to New York. And so this lets me know I'm on the right track. I wanted to speak on something about our fears, about the way we think and how we produce things, how we can manifest things in our lives to happen. But before I do that, I like to first, as I used to do before, give thanks to our Niter, or the Het-Heru. We call the One Most High. We call God Allah. Many different names that people call it. It doesn't matter what it is. The divine is what this entity, this powerful conscious energy, what it means to you, what it represents to you. Give those things to that. Give that thanks to that energy. My love, namaste, to that, because it created the laws, it created the universal laws, it created things in its motion and how it works. So whatever we do, we're constantly living within these universal laws that we can't change. So every action, everything that we say, everything that we do, everything that we think about, it's all a part of that law. And everything that manifests from that is still a part of that law. So it doesn't matter what man's law is and what it does. It's about that law. And we live in that law, whether we are conscious of it or not. So I give my thanks first to the Het-Heru. I give my love and my joy and my peace that I get from my boys, my 3 boys, LaRon Pinnell, Danye Pinnell, and Odea Harper. They are my 3 kings. They represent to me the allegories of the 3 stars and their purpose in their life and what their purpose is for me. I made some choices that didn't pan out well, and I made choices where I had to let my children be with their father at times, and because I didn't think that I was in a position to really do that because I lacked the confidence in myself that was interesting, that was seen in me by others, even by my children, but I was fighting my own battles of my family and how I was raised and how I was treated by them and how I was looked at by them. And so that was constantly being played in my head. Instead of releasing that and that energy and those thoughts that became an actual negative situation in my life, I embraced that instead of embracing the truth behind that, is that I am actually a much more confident woman than I gave myself credit to, that I'm a much more stronger melanin sister than what I gave myself credit to. And I want to give those thanks and that prestigious honor to my boys, because I don't think they really know how much I love them, how much they mean to me. And a special thanks to my oldest son, LaRon Pennell. He's growing into his own. He is learning so much about the things that I started off and teaching him when he was younger. He's coming to me, teaching me things as well. It is a beautiful, beautiful moment. I give my praises and honor to you as well. Thank you, because you help keep me on track. You help keep me when I have these moments where I'm like going far left field. You bring me right back into the center, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I like to give my thanks to the people that have been in my life, whether they're still here or if they're not, because you play an intricate part of my life. You are a reflection of who I was or who I am at the moment, and you help me to see me for where I am. You can help me to see me for where I was, and you help me to see where I am aiming to go. So I give thanks to every single person that has been a part of my journey. Thank you so much. Now, to start, because I really don't want to make it extremely long. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done a video, but I feel better. I feel excited. I feel I can breathe. I got my books back. I'm listening to my meditation music. I hope you can see the Meduniter by Ra Unifer on Men. I've got the incense burning over there, and it's just quiet in here. There's no yelling. There's no nothing. It's just peace and quiet, and I'm enjoying every single moment of it. Got some relaxation, sleeping. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, anyway, wanted to talk about fears and the things that we can create, manifest. It's a little bit similar to symbolic seeds, but me and Hadassah were just talking about this a moment ago. It was the main point was about the fact that it's amazing what we don't realize how powerful we are. Subconsciously, or let me change that, unconsciously, we think things and we manifest things and don't realize that we are the cause of that. We are the creators and the creators of what we manifest, what we experience, these events in our lives. We always think that these things come far right field, far left field. No, they come from us. We make these decisions and we manifest these, and then we're just oblivious. Why? Because we're not conscious of self. We're not conscious of what we're thinking about, what we're doing, the actions that we do to get to where it manifests from. Now, if you become conscious, aware of your thoughts, that means you can be conscious and aware of the process in between to get to what you want to manifest. I know that it's possible because I remember when I was staying at my mother's house, my earth, we call her. I learned to call her my earth. That means a mother of a child. I stayed with my earth a few years ago, and that's when I really got to this hard awakening and was able to see things and do things and feel things and express things that I didn't know that was in me. And I know a lot of it was not all me as the person, but it was me as the conscious self, the spirit within this body. And I could feel the universal deities. They work through me, and they help me and guide me and share me to grow into the woman that I started to become. But I saw when I was looking for work, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I need to get a job. I need to make money, more money than I was making before. The last job that I was making enough money, I was making like $33,000 a year. So I was making a little over coming up to $17 an hour. And I was like, okay, I need more than that. I need to make money that's going to be a heck of a lot more than $33,000 a year. I need to be able to get this done within 2 weeks. I need this, and so on. within 2 weeks, I got a job working for this temp agency, and they did me well for like the 3 or 4 months that I worked for them. I was making $19.70 an hour. I was working at an agency and a government agency, and I was there for about 4 months. I got reinstated in the sense to be able to work with them again. And I enjoyed every single moment of it. And I got the money that I wanted to make, and I did some of the things I wanted to do, but I didn't give a time frame for it. And I was not aware of the things that I was doing and saying, because, when you become conscious of things, the first thing you want to do is share. You want to share everything that you know. And especially when you can now prove, and it becomes not just a fact, but it becomes a truth. And when that becomes a truth, you just want to just share it and express it to the world. I know truth. And that's just how it was. But the fact is that I was able to conceive a thought in my mind of what I wanted. And I put it out there in the universe over and over again. And I knew it was going to come. I didn't believe it because I didn't have doubt in what I was thinking. I knew it was going to come about. And it came about in those 2 weeks. I made my money. I was rolling in the dough. I was doing good, and then I even got help from my aunt, but let me use her truck. And it was an older truck and everything, which some people wanted to drive because they wanted to buy it because they saw it, because it was an old Toyota 4Runner. So, those things, certain people love to drive in cars like that. So I was doing pretty good, regardless of the situation that was happening with me in my earth. It was just how it was, I was doing better at my life. I was able to even communicate with beings outside of here. And that was a very cool time frame in my life. But I wanted to show that you can make it happen. You can actually go through the processes and make it happen. You don't have to just say it, because your actions in the midst of what you have put out there will be that process, that birthing process. And then you give birth, and here it comes. Sometimes it comes immaturely, which is it really immaturely, or is it really just the time that it's supposed to happen and manifest in your life? Who knows when something is supposed to be birthed? That we can't always really say that. And that part we have not a whole bunch of control over. We can still put out the thought of what we want, but the universe decides on that. So I want us to be able to talk about that for a moment, because there's so much that we do that we're not conscious and aware of, that we manifest every day. Even just to the smallest thought of saying, okay, well, you know what? I've been having sex. I've been having unprotected sex. Somewhere in your mind and through your actions, you are asking for a child. You are asking for this baby to be conceived into your body that you're welcoming due to your actions. And then you get pregnant, and then you try to figure out, well, why am I pregnant? What am I going to do? Somewhere in your mind, in the back of your unconscious mind, you wanted this to happen, and that's why it's manifested, because you were doing the necessary acts in the process to create a child. Same thing for your jobs. Same thing for the people that you meet in your life. You say to your mind, I want this type of person in my life. I need this type of man. I need this type of woman. I want him or her to be strong. I want him or her to have their finances together. I want him or her to be beautiful, and blah, 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 and so on. But then you're specific on certain things, but then you're not specific on others. So then you wonder, when this person eventually comes into your life, you're like, some people are shocked, like, oh my gosh, it's like, I made you. I created you. And you did. You did not create the person himself or herself, but you created the idea of that person, that concept that you're seeking to come into your life. And that's what you're doing. Same thing about school, your vehicles that you choose to drive, the clothes that you wear, everything. We create these things. I am a creatress. And with the brothers out there, he is a creator. And we need to understand that we may not be the grand one. We're not the ones who created this earth that we're walking on. Excuse the clothes. But we might not be the one that made the earth or the planets, the universes, the laws that are here. We're not those people, that entity, but we are the creation of those creators and creatresses that are out there that did these things. So that means if They have that power. We have that power. It's just the difference is, as Ra Unifer Amen said, we have as like we have the quantity of the power, like the water, the ocean, but we have the quality of that power. So like we may be a drop of water of that ocean, but we're still water. That means we still hold power. We still hold strength. We can do whatever it is that we want to do, and we have to learn that. Just like our people, the melanated people who are here. To be honest, if you want to stop the way that things are going, if you want to change how this system works against us or for us or however it be, because that's our choice of how we utilize this system that we were born into. If we want it to be different, change it to be different. Put it out there that I need this to be different. We need this to be different, and come together in thought to create this community of one mind based off of a community of thousands of people to change the system. It will rock the system. And we're not doing it because we're so busy pointing fingers at what's happening with other people and how they're treating us. That means what they have conceived, they're putting in process, and it's manifesting through with us, and we're with that manifestation, and we're angry at it. But how are you going to be angry if they're using the laws? If they're actually going through the laws and you think it's not fair, if they're going to do it, then you do need to do it. That's what this is all about. Follow the laws of the universe. Do what you need to do so that you can manifest something great in you. Manifest something great in your child. Manifest something great in the person next to you. Manifest something great in your community. Do something outside of your normal. Stop blaming other people. Stop going outside waiting for other people to do things. It's about you. You are the creator or the creatress of your destiny, of what direction that you want it to go, or the outside part of you, because a part of what you are doing is still going to connect to the universe. Your thoughts are energy. Even if you don't speak it out, your thoughts produce energy. That energy expresses itself out of your body, out of this vessel that you're in, and it connects to the energies that are out there in the universe. And then it finds its way and it links itself and connects here, connects there. And it could be something I could be here in Jersey, having my thought and making it and having it to produce and nurturing it, and it can connect to somebody way out in California or way out in Africa somewhere, and then they start linking and connecting, and somehow eventually it could take months, it could take days, weeks, months, years, and it comes back to me. And as long as I stay conscious of whatever I was doing in my life, I will know why this appeared at the moment that it did, because it came at the moment it's supposed to. So the question is, what do you want to give birth to? Because if you don't want to give birth to something, then don't do the actions that create the process of nurturing what's going to manifest. Because that means you're going against what you conceived. Be careful what you're thinking about. Be careful what you're going to do. That's just how it is. That's something that I constantly must remind myself every day. That's something that I'm doing my best to remind my boys every day. I'm not near them like I want to be, but there's a purpose for that. There's a purpose for that for me and my boys. I know years ago I put out there and for my thoughts and universe that I wanted to be able to travel around, and be able to help people and learn and do things and see things and experience things. And I'm doing exactly that still. So I can't be mad at what's going on in my life, because not only have I put the thought and the energy out there, it's actually a part of my nature of being a woman who was born on November 26th, a woman who was born in the month of November, a woman who was born with her path number is 5, a woman who was born as a Sagittarian, a woman who was born to understand, understand the Kemetic sciences and agriculture and government and spirituality, the tree of life, all those things. All these things happen for a reason, and so you can't get mad at these things. Don't get mad, get glad, to be honest. I know that's part of a commercial, but it's just real. Know what you want. Think about it first. Think about the things that you want, and then really put it out there. Manifest that. Conceive that thought. Nurture that thought and let it manifest. Let it be birthed and be and do what you need to do for yourself and the children or the people in your community so that they can learn what you're now learning now. And that's what I'm planning to do. I'm planning on changing that. I'm planning on not only just helping people through Facebook, through the video, my YouTube videos, through phone. I want to go out there and physically help the people and talk to the people. And that's why when that time comes for my show to be the way that it's supposed to be, it's publicly known. It's going to be out there in the public, in the cities that are around here in the United States. And hopefully it will go out international. And we're going to do this damn thing. We're going to help our people. Our melanated women are going to learn to be strong and live within themselves so that they can know what to teach their child, because you are the first mother. You are the first teacher. It doesn't negate the father, because the father is always going to be there in some way, shape, or form. There's a father figure around. That father principle, that masculine principle is there in everything that we do. We need that balance to be able to create the life in the world that we're seeking for ourselves and for our children. So don't be afraid of what you can do. Embrace the fact that you can do anything. You can be who you were supposed to be, where this energy was born into this body to be, to do the greatness, the work. Sometimes the smallest thing it will be the greatest work that you will ever do for one person. And that one person is going to change the world for everybody else. So conceive a thought. Know what you want. Conceive it, nurture it. That means do the things that are necessary. Work it, and give birth to it. So that's what this video is about. I hope this is very helpful. I know I can be a bit wacky and crazy, and I'm pretty glad about how things have happened, and who knows what's going to be in store for the next few days. So, man, I don't know, but I'm going to work my way into knowing. So thank you so much for watching, giving this time to even look at this for me. I greatly appreciate it. I would like to still give thanks to the studio of Het-Heru Angra Samaj. He's the creator of my my necklace and everything here. Had a brain fart. I still have my ring, ladies and gentlemen, that has not gone anywhere. I just haven't been wearing it lately. But I still want to give thanks and honor to him because he has been very helpful. And I do want to make sure that he gets his returns on helping me in my life and creating this for me. It was something that was very special to me. But again, thank you so much for taking this time to be with me and to listen. And I'm looking forward to doing more videos. So hopefully the next one will be with Sister Dasa. She's out at the moment doing face painting because that's what now she's doing for her own work, her own business. I'm proud of her. And let's do this damn thing. I mean, that's just how it is. Let's get ready. Let's conceive it. Let's nurture it. And let's give birth to it. Thank you again. I am Priestess Kefa, and hope to see you soon. Hotep.